David Fifita's done a backflip. He's not going to the Roosters, he's staying at the Titans, which is another excuse to bring out some great rugby league backflips before we get into maybe the biggest backflip of the last little while. Let's start with the great Nathan Blacklock. What a freak. Freakish try scorer. Here we go.
I might give him a
well, that's not a backflip. Oh, there it is. Oh, what's the score, boys?
Oh, that's it.
We've got our scorecards at the ready. There was a period of a couple of years he was unstoppable, wasn't he?
He got leading try scorer, I think, 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's a 9. It's a
9.
He had the elongated track too, because he done the backflip and then the other one, the cartwheel.
Played for Australia, never got an Origin jumper, Nathan Blacklock.
Went away in early 2000?
2001, I reckon.
2001?
Did he come on that trip?
Yeah, I think he did. Good fella, Tinger.
He is a good fella.
Anthony Mundine. There's a common theme here, Indigenous.
Indigenous boys.
Freaks.
Look at him.
Mate, that game, he lit it up there, Chalk.
I like the end of it.
The double banger.
What an athlete. All the controversial stuff aside, for him to do what he did in rugby league and become a great boxer. 8?
It's an 8.
I got an 8 too.
Okay.
Dog's 8.
Reece Walsh. Didn't know Reece Walsh was a backflipper. Here we go.
I think he can do anything he wants.
Yeah.
That's a forward backflip.
Wow.
That's the Blake Ferguson flip.
You don't want to be doing that. As a coach would just be terrified.
I think that's easier than the actual backflip.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
Look at this.
God.
How?
I reckon it's easier
When do you learn? And then he's had an up and under.
Upsetting stomach.
Get the quicker. And it's blue. Blue Gatorade.
Yeah, I'm going
now
back
there
to
is a
9.
sign.
There's a 9.
Yeah.
Can we find out where he was born, please?
Not in New South Wales.
He's spewing blue. That's a sign.
I'll go. I got a 9 there for Reece.
Good spew.
Katoni Staggs. Big man.
Mate,
fast twitch. Have a look.
have a look at this for power.
He didn't even go in the air. That's like an angry backflip. That's an 8. Like his head doesn't even go in the air. He just flips over that quick. That's an angry 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
An angry 8.
It wasn't a spectacular, but because he's so big, give him well over 100 kilos.
Oh, yeah.
That's an
And
angry.
just all muscle. Hey, Reece Walsh is born in that great Sydney suburb of Southport.
That's in the Goldie, yeah.
You can't put one back there. So, maybe the biggest backflip, David Fifita. How bizarre. Signed with the Roosters, the end of last week. This morning, the Titans sent a press release through and on their website, 7:35, saying he's agreed to extend for a couple of years. So trigger that option. Trigger the option. His option to stay with the club. And then 5 minutes later, the Roosters came out and said that they've withdrawn their offer. So who broke up with who? But Fifita decided he doesn't want to go to Sydney. He's going to stay with the Titans.
Oh, it was good for the Titans. He's one of those players. Creates a lot of opportunity. Would have been interesting going to a really strong club like the Roosters, whether they unlocked him.
There's a question mark too over how it all happens. Leo, why can you sign and then is there a cooling off period?
Yeah, 10 days.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Right.
So why do clubs...
the Roosters,
why do clubs announce it?
I don't think the Roosters did. They only announced they pulled their money. Did they announce it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I wouldn't be doing that. There's a lesson there.
So that's the good... You just mentioned something there.
Have we seen the official where the Roosters actually announced them signing him?
Yes, it came through last week. Fifita probably had to make a choice that if he wanted to go to the Roosters or Penrith, who were obviously courting him as well, if he wants to get the best out of himself as a player, they're clubs where he could potentially do that. But clearly they have a defined work ethic. Was he prepared to go there and get into their system, or did he want to stay in the comfort of the Titans?
One person could answer that, and that's David.
Well, last week he wanted to come to Sydney, and this week he's had a rethink.
Because his girlfriend's from Penrith, isn't she? She's from Glenmore Park, I think.
Yes, but I think she plays...
I know she plays for the Gold Coast,
yeah.
His girlfriend plays.
Yeah, she's
in a LW, does she?
She played for the Blues.
Oh, wow.
She's a gun.
She'd go into camp and steal the game plan, bring it back.
So any
espionage?
Any reaction to Are you?
I'm not surprised
Nonplussed?
by any contractual
Nonplussed.
situations.
So the Roosters now, I suppose, the spin-off is that Angus Crichton, some uncertainty about his future. Sitili Tupanua.
You'd sign Angus yesterday if this fell through with David Fifita. He's a former player of the competition, nearly. He'd be up there with the top 3.
It just cost him 100,000 though, if you're a decent manager.
It's good to see Angus killing it. We know he had some couple of troubles last year. You wouldn't beat a nicer young bloke, humble young fella.
If you were given the choice, Andrew,
Yes.
you were running the roster at the Roosters, Fifita or Crichton?
Well, depends the money.
Sort of depends on your team too.
But
Well, I
with the
suppose if
current
you had the
team-
Roosters at the moment,
Fifita's a weapon. Like if he was in a good system, playing.
look at that try he did on the weekend.
I'm not
That was embarrassing.
bagging the Titans, but if he was in a system with some world-class halves bringing him into play, getting him one-on-one all the time, holy smokes!
What about defensively, though?
Well, that's his Achilles heel, the
Yeah,
effort
but
areas.
that's where the good clubs put people around him, and they're smart with the way they'll train that and have people around him to support.
But he's not.
where his shortcomings.
He doesn't need people like as a bodyguard. He just needs to want to tackle.
Yeah, but then at the top clubs, the senior players hold everyone to account. The coach obviously does, but you get the strong senior blokes.
Mate,
cracking
always, it's always player based.
Yeah.
Always.
And good luck to him.
All right. Well, the Titans have kept their man, and not just short term. It's another couple of seasons on the back of this. They got their second win on the weekend. In fact, they've been pretty good the last month.
So
They
his
have, Gold Coast.
extension, like that he agreed to or that he had in his initial contract, was that a couple of years or just one more year?
I think it's 2.
Right. So have they added on anything at the end of it?
I can't.
Is there
answer
any
that.
cream?
I don't believe so, but I can't answer.
If they came to you as a CEO and they said, we want to put these clauses in the contract, would you just boogie on them? So
Well,
get out.
I don't, you know what?
Go on,
I
boot.
don't think you have options these days. I think all the managers, I just don't think they're wired up with options galore. Everyone's got them. You got any options?
No. Or SBS if they come knocking. Late night shows.
Nude news.
Yeah, the nude news. I'd be good. Just make sure it's nice and warm in the studio when I'm doing the nude news.
Gee, the camera would want to have a zoom on it. On the way to the break, with Origin around the corner,
Don't think so.
what better time to have a look at some of the classic old Origin openers? It's absolute gold in the archive.
Wednesday, June 11, 2003, Brisbane.
I am back.
My mission, to warn the human race. There are Terminators among you.
I have detailed files.
Shane Webke, Darren Lakia, Andrew Johns,
Program to seek and destroy.
Sean Beringer, Gordon Hallis,
One mean machine.
Ben Kennedy.
He's back.
They can't be bargained with. They will not surrender. They will not stop. Are you ready for some football? Harvey Norman State of Origin, Game 1, exclusively live on Channel 9.